today I was really struggling for ideas of what to film because I was just feeling really out of sorts and just really, you know them days when you just wake up and you just don't feel it. And so I thought there is no better day to film than a day where I'm not feeling it, and to share the process of what I go through personally to get myself in a good headspace to get me to where I am now, which is filming a video. So I really hope that you find this video helpful, and the tools and tricks that I share can serve you as well. And if you've got anything that you could add to this video to, things that help you when you're feeling like this, please leave me a message down below and share with this community, because everyone works differently and this is what personally works for me. So let's jump right in, shall we? One of the first things that I do when I'm feeling out of sorts is try and clear the energy in my home. First, I'm going to open the windows and let the fresh air in. I do this to let the fresh air in, but also to make space for new energy to come in and for the old to be released. The next thing I do is set an intention in my head and use a smudge stick, focusing on all areas of my home that feel stagnant, focusing mostly on the corners of each room. Once I'm finished, I usually smudge myself. This is the way that I've done it for years, but each person has their own practice, and honestly, I believe there's no right way to do this, just do what feels good to you. I like to let it go out by itself, and I like to think that all the bad energy is going away with it, and once it's finished burning, it's done its job. I know, a little bit woo-woo, but that's how this video is going to be. I'm also going to light some incense. I don't let this burn for ages because I'm conscious that I'm not the only one living in this house, and I make sure to always burn it near an open window to ensure there's proper ventilation for myself and for echo. I also like to take a little time to make my home feel homely. Lighting candles and using LED lights near me really helps me to get my feminine energy going. So next I'm going to prioritise eating. This is something that often gets thrown by the wayside for me, especially if I'm in a funky mood, but sometimes food and water is really all you need, and it's easy to just forget that. Today I'm just making really simple porridge oats with my favourite fruit and this delicious fruit-based chocolate syrup. It's a great combination and it always leaves me feeling full but satisfied, and it's really easy to make too, so it's no fuss. It's easy to forget that food is a tool, but it really does help to create structure for your day, as well as giving you the fuel you actually need to live your day. I'm going to take some time today to just eat. I think sometimes just eating and focusing on my food really helps me to get out of that anxious state and back into my body. I've started a new practice with Breathwork recently that tries to focus more on breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth, and actually doing those deep belly breaths that I rarely do, which really helps to move me from that anxious state. So I like to do this for a few breaths before I start to hold whatever crystals it is that are calling me that day. And then I like to just sit with them for a few moments to really help to ground myself. So when I'm feeling like this, I really try to embrace my feminine more. So the feminine is more about flowing and it's easy and free-spirited, but the masculine energy is all about doing and setting goals. While both of these are important, I think it's really important to balance the two, and on this day I felt so in my masculine, way too much, and I just felt full of anxiety. It was like doing, but I wasn't doing anything, I just felt overwhelmed. So like I said before, this is all about getting out of my head and into my body. Remembering that I have feet and a body and that I exist and that I'm alive, they're really all key when it comes to changing my own state of mind. Today I felt called to this beautiful crackle quartz. Quartz counteracts negative energy and it really helps to make thoughts more clear, and it just fills me with positivity. The other crystal I was attracted to today is this gorgeous labradorite heart. I've always felt a connection to this crystal, and it's said to really help with balance and clarity and organising a monkey mind, which is something that I am always working towards. I also love its heart shape, and it works so beautifully with the feminine energy that I'm currently trying to embrace. Even if you don't believe in the power of crystals and their healing energy, they are so beautiful to look at and have in your space, and I definitely wouldn't be without them. After my breath work, I always feel so much more grounded and in tune with my body, so I'm going to shake off all of that chaotic energy and get it all out of my body by letting my body move how it wants to. This is another new practice for me and one I'm still working on feeling comfortable with, but I just wanted to share this journey with you. So here I am being very vulnerable, but I like to intuitively stretch and dance and let whatever needs to flow, flow. Next up, I like to set a nice work area using crystals and pretty lights and all my little trinkets. Making my space feel calm and inviting makes me much more likely to want to sit there. First things first, I'm going to do a brain dump. Dump all of my thoughts, things to do, things I'm dreaming of, and whatever it is that's rattling inside that brain of mine, put it all down onto paper. That way I can organise my thoughts and start feeling more in control of my thoughts and in control of my life. Next up, I'm having a look at my calendar for the month and starting a brand new one. I like to track my cycle because I've noticed there's a definite link between my cycle and my mood and the seasons of my month and also the moon cycles. So I'll share the tools that I'm using in the description box down below. Once it's all mapped out, I'm popping in the non-negotiable dates and occasions that I need to show up for so I don't forget or feel overwhelmed when they pop up, because this always happens to me. I've had a few requests to share how I'm currently planning my weeks, and this is how. I kind of mentioned it in a past vlog and some of you were really interested. It seems like a bit of a weird way of going about doing things, but I'm such a visual person and being able to physically move things around on my calendar really helps me to visualise how my week will flow. And I do also use Google Calendar, but I love this more physical version too. So once my calendar is all sorted out, it's time to start working. For me today, that is video planning, trying to organise my content and filming this video. I feel so much more centred and just ready to take on the day now. And that brings us to now. So I think it's really important to share the messy side of being human. We are not robots by any means, and there are days that are going to just get us down and days where we just wake up feeling in a true funk. So I hope this video gives you some tools and resources for if you're in one of these moods. Maybe today is not one of those days, you might be having a really good day today, and if you are, I am so happy for you. But be sure to bookmark this video or come back to this video in the future so that it can help you if you need that extra bit of inspiration and some more ideas of how to elevate your mood. So I know I shared a lot more of my own spiritual practices. They're very personal to me, and it felt like a bit of a vulnerable space to be sharing with the entire internet. But I think it's important to share, and it's important here to say we don't all have the same practices. What works for me might not work for you, but this is your prompt to sit with yourself, to journal, and to think about what it is that makes you feel whole and makes you feel grounded and centered, because they're the things that are going to help you on those days where you just feel I don't know, just at your wit's end and just a bit lost and a bit chaotic as well. For me, days like today, it's more of a mental battle, and you know in yourself when it's more of like a cloud you need to push yourself through. So the tools I shared in today's video are the ways I personally push through that cloud and get to the other side. And I think that getting yourself into that elevated mood and just that more carefree, feminine energy, that is where good things are created. But I do think, as I said in the video, balancing both masculine and feminine is really key here, and we can do that so much in our daily lives. So I look forward to sharing more about that aspect and that side of me in the future. Let me know if you want to see more videos like that as well. But that's going to be it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found value in it, and if you did, be sure to share it with someone you love, and share it with yourself. You know, make sure you come back to this video as well if it did help you. I'll leave a little playlist down below of other videos you might enjoy if you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up for me on the way out, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. I've got a vlog coming your way and I think you'll really enjoy it, so have a beautiful, productive, calm and peaceful rest of your day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.